Hello everyone, Mike here to take you on another tour of our food forest. As I walk down the driveway, note the grapevine on the right on a taller trellis. Maybe the chickens will eat fewer grapes this year. On the left is the cranberry patch and then a patch of bee balm, daylilies, and some lemon balm. This is the second summer after converting our somewhat grassy and useless yard into the beginnings of a food forest. The gate and the fence is mainly to keep chickens out, but it's also effective against deer and porcupines. To the right of the walkway inside the gate, note that the large red maple tree that was shading our house and infiltrating our foundation is gone. We're now looking at the largest patch that is getting overgrown with apple net. Still, the asparagus is looking good, as is the edging of strawberries. This is the second year for these strawberries. We've got 8 quarts in the freezer and several more eaten fresh. This clump of Queen Anne's lace will be pulled shortly, but this clump of lovage has been great for adding to soups and potato salads. The bee balm just beyond is a playground for hummingbirds. As we pass by the porch, the 2 brown patches are mushroom patches. We hope to see King Stropharia mushrooms popping up later this summer or fall. This raised patch is our nod to hugelkultur. It is a mound of scrap firewood, unsplittable and otherwise rotting wood covered by a skin of wood and chips, then a skin of dirt. We've planted Nanking cherries, flanked by Siberian pea shrubs. Oh yeah, our old shower. An afternoon replacement project stretched to 2 weeks, beginning with discovering the rotten plywood below the shower. It wasn't pleasant scooping out plywood with a spoon. This high bush cranberry has a few ripening berries. The potted plant on the left is a schizandra looking for a home. Now let's pass through the pawpaw patch. First, that little wood chip mound is inoculated with chicken of the woods mushroom spores. Can't wait for these to fruit. 4 pawpaws were planted this year. 1 planted last year died, and another died above the graft. If you squint, you can see the iron gate there in the background coming up. And that's a project that I welded last year. It's now got a Dutchman's pipe vine beginning to wind its way up. In a few years, the gate will be covered. Sitting in that chair is great because it gives me such a different view of the food forest than from the porch. This is the largest pawpaw I have here. There are more out in the nut orchard a few hundred yards from here. The stakes with the orange flags mark plantings of New Jersey tea. Looking just beyond is the plum patch. Rimmed by garlic, we already have a few plums on these trees. Not bad for year 2. After passing the young pear tree coming right up, there is a sitting area with a fire pit to the right. Won't you join us for an evening of poking the fire, watching lightning bugs, and listening to the evening concert and night sounds? We thought that putting this meadow rue in the sun would allow it to be shorter, but just the opposite happened. And just beyond the fire pit is one of 2 yellowhorn trees. These Chinese trees will eventually be about 15 feet tall and bear edible nuts similar to macadamia nuts. Also in the woods are wintergreen, bunchberry, and wild blueberries. This is yarrow. It took us a while to distinguish between this desired plant and Queen Anne's lace. Past the black-eyed Susans, there are honeyberries and blueberries, but they are still pretty small. And don't forget about these clumps of deliciously fragrant anise hyssop. We don't really know what these tree shrubs are, but they were here before we were, and they look good and provide a good transition from open space to forest and beyond. Now we curl around the pine patch with its spikes of chicory, also surrounded by strawberries. It has an inner circle of blueberries and a circle within that of lingonberries. There's even a dwarf pine, but I'll not embarrass myself by bringing out the microscope to view it. Andrea's bonsai table doubles as a potting bench. To the left is our kitchen garden with mostly herbs. Finally, we cross back over the original path and raise the camera to just over eye level. I hope you enjoyed the tour.